Leo, let's go to Thursday's Times first. And what does Starmer think he's doing? He keeps going like this. There's actually going to be a chance he might win the election.
Well, I mean, there's a big chance he's going to win the election, but it's not through him being like this stellar, fantastic leader. It's through the Tories just being a bit long in the tooth. But he says Labour will rebuild the working class dream of owning a home. He's going to do this by relaxing planning restrictions, which is going to stop a lot of NIMBYism, which stops houses being built around existing houses, which is where houses kind of need to be built. And he's also going to allow more homes to be built on the green belt. So if you like having some green space and some oxygen in the air, that's going under Labour. I don't know how they can be environmentalists.
Well, parts of the Greenbelt, and they're going to sort of open it up.
Oh, they're not going to concrete over the entire Greenbelt. Oh, that's reassuring. That is reassuring.
But Diane, isn't there this argument that the Greenbelt is really there to sort of artificially inflate prices, certainly in places like London?
Well, some people have definitely said that. I mean, personally, living now in a suburb, because I grew up in Dorset, so I was used to green spaces everywhere. Now I live in a suburb of London, and I'm very, very grateful for any green space that's nearby. But I do wonder about the fact that I always see that there are so many houses, and to me, it's always that there are too many landlords. Like, no.
But
This is a serious thing, right? If you're a landlord and you're allowed to own like 16 properties, right? Then that means that there are 15 people that are going to have to rent off you. But like, what if there was some kind of law? Hear me out. If there was a law where you could.
Sounds like it's going to be mental.
Thank you.
Not to prejudge you.
No, that's okay, prejudge away. But what if you had a law where, like, you could only own so many properties, so then it would force a load of properties onto the market?
Oh, so by restricting the amount of properties that somebody is allowed to rent out, we somehow increase the number of properties on the market?
Well, yeah, because then people can buy it.
By stopping the sort of free enterprise of somebody buying or building a house, providing that incentive to put a house on the land, we somehow make more houses.
I get what you're saying in terms of there are a lot of people that
you're both left-wing. You're both mental. You both think I'm
not saying I agree with it. What I'm saying is I understand the point being made. But the issue here, we're talking about house building. We have the lowest house building going on since World War II. We need to build more houses. This Tory government has absolutely failed to do that. And Starmer is essentially, this is clever politics. He's boxed them in. He's saying this is what we're going to do and we're going to go for it. And it puts Tories in a bad position, Leo.
I think they need to build on brownfield sites rather than building on the green belt. So there's so many industrial and disused government buildings.
Now, that's something that we do agree on. There's so many buildings that are just dilapidated and could be reworked into houses. It would be amazing. Like, we've even got like a massive building near us called Tolworth Tower. They've had offices to let in there for years. Yeah. And if they turned that into flats, that would be brilliant.
But they have been talking about this also for years. The point is it's not actually been happening. So now this is what Starmer's doing, and we're talking, there's been these constant complaints about his lack of policies and stuff. It seems like now he's coming out on the gate, and I would argue this is a very clever thing to do and one of the most important things. Certainly for young people. We've got our producer here, a young guy, he's paying nearly £1,000 a month in rent. I mean, it's a huge amount of money, it's unsustainable, and people deserve to own their own homes.
Yeah, we need more homes or fewer people.
Yes, well...
Need to balance that out.
That's the Leo curse.
I mean, we could build more homes. Oh, we could have snipers.
Okie dokies.